A Tesla driver details how he survived a 14-hour traffic jam in snowy weather with 50 miles of battery range to spare. Ooh, terrifying.
Oh, my God.
Range anxiety. 14-hour traffic jam, snowy weather, 50 miles. So you're sitting there. You can't move. You're watching the battery go down. But you know you're going to freeze to death if your car. I mean, you won't, probably because you're in a traffic jam. You ask for help.
Right.
Northbound traffic on I-95 was at a standstill on December 30th after a tractor-trailer jackknifed in a snowstorm.
Yeah, hundreds of cars were just stuck there.
There you go. Talk about truckers again. Talk about truckers again.
20 hours?
The risk. Wow. Those are tough to drive, those rigs, man. In the bad weather. A Tesla driver said he survived a gridlock in snowy weather with 50 miles of battery range to spare. Dan Cannonen said he was grateful that he was driving an EV.
What?
Why? Cold weather reduces an electric car's battery range by 20%. Why was he thankful? Grateful he was driving an electric car when he got stuck in a traffic jam for 14 hours while fellow drivers burned gasoline running their engines to stay warm. My EV intelligently directed power solely to temperature regulation. Oh.
And you can also watch Netflix, which is what he did.
As other drivers then fretted about their dwindling gas reserves, my EV intuitively monitored my power supply, giving me the peace of mind that other drivers did not have. So he wasn't worried about his 50 miles of range. It wasn't going down. He must have been really efficiently sitting there, not using too much
I guess
power.
At this point, you can really thank Tesla and their software. Somehow they managed to, be really efficient with their power use and heating the cabin.
You trying to sell some cars right now, Will?
Very interesting.
I feel like this article's trying to sell some cars. Cannonen was one of hundreds of drivers who were stranded on I-95 in Virginia early this month in sub-freezing temperatures. According to Will, he was watching Netflix while he was waiting. Well, I can attest to that beautiful screen in there. If I'm waiting in the car for something or someone, not while I'm in traffic.
I'd play that game. That game you were playing.
That's what you would do?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
I mean, you would do that a couple of times, but eventually you're going to throw Netflix or YouTube.
Right.
And you're just going to relax and you're going to be comfortable. The 50 miles of range would bug me a bit. Oh, he had 50 miles left once he got to the charging station.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he kind of just said, the charging stations are pretty abundant. So it would be great for people to just keep charging instead of, waiting for the last minute to charge.
Yes.
He compares that to people who's getting gas on near empty, right? And at this point, this is the worst situation to be on an empty gas tank.
I agree with you. I agree with you. Shout out to this. Everyone knows that feeling of almost running out of gas or almost running out of battery. Well, both, one or the other. It's a terrible feeling. And when you make it, the relief, it's a great time.
Shout out to another long haul trucker. Apparently,
it's a big trucker theme here.
A lot of these truckers, they sleep in their cabin, right?
Absolutely, man.
One trucker had a couple blankets that he decided to give away to a family.
Oh, you see that, man?
That's sweet.
You see that, man?
Canadian.
Yeah, he goes a Canadian trucker, man.
Yeah.
You understand?
Very nice.
Maybe they rule on multiple levels.
Yeah.
Mo? Maybe Elon read this story. It had nothing to do with the freedom aspect. He's like, well, I read the blanket story.